Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got back from the theaters after seeing Renfield. Renfield is a 2023 film that was directed by Chris McKay, and it was written by Robert Kirkman, who is a name that I'm sure a lot of us geek people know about, right? The Walking Dead, Invincible. So when I saw that he was writing and creating this Dracula movie, and then I saw the previews and saw Nicolas Cage, who was playing Dracula, I said, okay, I have to see this. Even if it's not a good movie, I'm way too curious. So after watching this movie, I will say that I had fun with this movie. I did. Did I love it? Is it amazing? Is it perfect? Is it the best movie of the year? No. But I also don't think this movie is delusional to think that that's what they should be going for. I feel like the best parts of this movie, let me first just say Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult plays Renfield, the title character. He's Dracula's assistant or his familiar, somebody that Dracula turned years ago, not into a vampire, but into his, personal slave. Where he does everything for him. He goes out and gives him bodies to feed off of and just takes care of him, right? But after all these years and decades and damn near centuries of doing this, Renfield's kind of tired of this. He sort of just feels the weight of all of the bad, fucked up shit that he's done in his life. And he wants more. He wants to be more. He wants to stop being a part of killing people. And Nicholas Hoult does a great job of playing somebody that is tortured, that is broken up inside and does have this weighing on him. The constant going to the support groups. And at first I thought it was because he needed help too. He needed to confess some stuff. But no, he's actually looking amongst the group and hearing them tell their stories of who is abusing them. And he's using that to say, oh, okay, I can start bringing bad people to Dracula. And then maybe that cancels everything out. Of course, Dracula says, no, I need innocent fucking blood. Because he's sick as fuck. And I want to give props to Nicholas Hoult, especially because I can't say I'm a huge fan of Nicholas Hoult, and it's not because I dislike him or because there's a movie where I don't like him in it. That's not true at all. Whenever I see Nicholas Hoult, I do like him, or I do think that he's good. It's just, for whatever reason, I don't know, maybe he's not always in the best movies, or he's not always in movies that I enjoy, so that puts a stigma on his name a little bit. And then I have to be reminded when I watch something that, oh no, he himself is actually really good. And so I gotta get over that. Nicolas Cage, though, brings the Nicolas Cage. He brings what you want to see from this movie and this role. He's playing goddamn Dracula. You want him to be over the top. You want him to be, and he was able to be entertaining, but kind of scary at points. Scary might be a stretch, but threatening and dangerous. And somebody that if he walks into a room, you can buy that he can quickly kill everybody. And so that's what I appreciated. That's what I enjoyed. And Awkwafina plays a cop who somehow gets wrapped up in all of this, and I liked her in this role. Some people I remember used to say that they were getting sick of her shtick or the way she would do her comedy, but I think she's fine. Maybe she's toned that down a little bit. I enjoyed her. Now, the issues I have with this movie, there are issues. The blood and gore, before that, the blood and gore is actually really good. It's very bloody, it's very gory, and I was impressed by how much practical effects they did go with. Very much appreciated. There is some dark, fucked up humor that goes along with the blood and gore as well. Again, all of that was cool. It was the part in the story that started to veer away from Nicholas Hoult, Renfield, trying to get away from Dracula doing everything he can to not only keep him as his servant, but then eventually start to torture him into you're thinking about leaving. Okay, I'm gonna make you regret that. All of that was the best parts of the movie. But there's a side plot that almost ends up turning into the main plot with this mob family and because these people were killed that worked for them, and so now they somehow get wrapped up into all of this. One of them, the son of the mob lady, is played by Ben Schwartz, who it took me a second looking at him, but hearing his voice, I recognized that, oh shit, it's Sonic. Sonic is a piece of shit mob kid, and he is a piece of shit in this movie. And I'm not saying completely cut this out. I'm not saying that it's bottom of the barrel dog shit level. It's just the least interesting parts of this movie, and I almost feel like either you could have trimmed it out to focus more on the Dracula stuff, you could have trimmed it out to spend more time on the characters and the situations that I cared more about. That mob shit, the mob wanting to get involved, I just was like, no, no, no. Why is this the direction we're going? Why is this so much about the corruption of the police? Like, there's fucking vampires out there. Why do we give a fuck about this mob shit? Minor complaint, though. I mean, maybe it doesn't sound as minor. It did annoy me. But the movie still, overall, is fun. It is still a fun watch. And I'm going to give this... If it wasn't for everything else that I liked, it potentially could have been lower. I'm going to be generous and give it a good date movie. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what did you think of Renfield, if you did indeed see it as well. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!